1 in 3. That's how many American men will face physical violence, sexual assault, or stalking by an intimate partner. 1 in 3 women worldwide will endure physical or sexual abuse, most often by someone they know. But domestic abuse isn't just bruises. It's manipulation, it's fear, it's control that seeps into every part of your life. I'm Ingrid Dutton, and I survived it. Then I created 1 in 3 so no one else has to suffer in silence. Each week, we break that silence together. Occasionally joined by survivors, loved ones, and experts, we talk about the pain, yes, but also about healing, resilience, and the fight to reclaim your life. This podcast is more than awareness, it's a lifeline. And a reminder, you are seen, you are heard, you are never alone. Search for 1 in 3 wherever you get your podcasts, because every voice matters and every story deserves to be heard. We're recording.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm just fine. How are you? My name's Ingrid. It's so nice to meet you.
My name is Jessica. Are we talking to the people? It's nice to meet y'all.
I was actually just talking to you. They know me.
Oh.
You never answer the phone, so I don't know if you remember who I am. Okay. Well, anyway, welcome to another situation.
Yes.
We did it again.
Yes.
I think we're going to have to say that. Oh, and
oops, I did it again.
We're wearing something different. Do you have COVID still?
I don't.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, look at my hoodie.
Oh, because we're recording this. Oh, actually, and I think it's getting released still during Suicide Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How appropriate.
It's nice that we both decided to dress up.
I didn't even put makeup on.
If you are not watching, both of us have our greasy hair pulled up into... Jessica's a nice bun. Mine's a messy bun.
Mine is a nice bun.
She's in a hoodie. Ooh. That's like a military bun.
No, I would never wear it on the top of my head. I put it back here.
Mine's not pretty. And Jessica's in a hoodie, and I'm in a zip-up hoodie. We're so dressy.
Okay. Sorry, I had to mute myself. I was burping.
What's the point of muting yourself if you're going to announce it anyway?
So people don't have to hear the burp?
Oh, that's true.
I just had Chick-fil-A. I'm starving. Chick-fil-A breakfast.
Okay. Do we get any... Do we pay royalties or do we get some money for that?
You probably have to pay royalties for that.
Okay. You get started.
Right. I'm sorry, my nose is running too. Good grief. All right. Quotes. May the 4th be with you. Reach out and touch someone. America can't do a damn thing against us. And I just don't like Mondays. I did this because it's a way to cheer up the day. Nobody likes Mondays.
I don't like Mondays.
Yeah, but I like the quote, but I don't like the person that said the quote.
Oh, who said that?
Yeah. You'll find out. So the reach out and touch someone, that was actually AT&T's slogan.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was coined in the year 1979.
So really that old?
What do you mean that old?
Well, I mean, I remember it, and I wouldn't remember it from 1979.
Well, it must have been around for a while. And the guy that wrote the slogan, he was also the guy, or he didn't write it, but he produced it, whatever, created. He also did the Be All You Can Be for the Army in 1986.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Very interesting.
So I'm covering the year 1979. It is a great year. It's a great year. Okay. I did not do the creative thing that Ingrid did because my memories of 1979 are pretty small, non-existent, actually. And so I'm just going to go on the things I found interesting that happened in 1979.
Because it's all about you.
It's all about me. January, I don't know. January, you done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. January 26, 1979. The Dukes of Hazzard starts.
Oh my gosh. You should have given a warning to move away from speakers.
Oh, my bad. So,
I'm just a good old boy.
those of you that don't know, they also had a CB radio in the General Lee, and their calls signs were Lost Sheep 1 and Lost Sheep number 2. I didn't know that. That's why I included it. I don't remember that part at all. However, Smokey and the Bandit and the Dukes of Hazzard helped promote the CB craze that swept America from the 70s to the 80s.
Do you remember? So we had a CD and oh gosh, you guys, we had a full-size van when we were kids because there's two of us. Why was there a full? Did they have minivans back then?
I don't think so. It was for sporting events. That's what they said.
Because we were because I was so athletic.
And there's a CB and a little TV in this giant van. And the truckers used to talk to us. I remember on the way to the roller rink, there was a trucker that pretended he was like shooting alien noises over the CB. He's like, "Be careful, they're attacking you." And like, it was hilarious. It was, me and my friends were so entertained by it.
Is that a real memory?
Yes.
I don't know that. I don't remember that. I probably wasn't with you.
You weren't with. It was Dad and me and my friends on the way to the roller rink.
Are you sure it wasn't Dad doing it somehow?
Yes, because we were talking to the guy on the CB and we watched Rudolph on the little TV on the way there too.
Oh, I had the worst reception though. Remember? What did we watch? Like, how did we watch stuff?
I think it had an antenna.
Oh, yeah. So we got to watch like 2 seconds of anything.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that was on January 26th. On January 29th. All right. This is where I got the quote from. The Monday quote. Brenda Spencer. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I included this. Brenda Spencer kills 2 men and wounds 9 children as they enter the Grover Cleveland Elementary School in San Diego. She was 16 years old and her house was across the street from the school, and she just shot people. And when they asked why she did it, allegedly she said, "I just don't like Mondays. I did this because it's a way to cheer up the day. Nobody likes Mondays." And they actually made a song, the Boomtown Rats. I'm not aware of them. They created a song, "I Don't Like Mondays."
I never knew that there was school shootings back then.
Same. That's actually why I included it. I didn't know it either.
Well, now I'm curious when the first one ever was.
She was 16, a 16-year-old. And I mean, she had a history of, I think, substance use and mental health, which not everyone that has mental health issues and substance use issues does that. So obviously there's more going on, but yeah. All right. February 1st, 1979. The Ayatollah returns to Iran after 15 years of exile. So I had to do a little research because the only reason I know the Ayatollah is from the song.
We didn't light the fire?
Yeah.
I was just about to sing that verse.
And I mean, this history happened before I was even born, but I know details, like little bits of it, just enough to not know what I'm talking about. So I looked into this, and this is what caused the Iranian hostage crisis, also in 1979. Yeah, mind blown. Okay, so he returns. Ayatollah Khomeini, I think is his last name, returns after exile 15 years. The Shah was in charge, and him and his family fled 2 weeks prior to February 1st, and the Iranian revolutionaries wanted to create a fundamentalist Islamic government under
it's a tough word. That's okay.
Under the Ayatollah. So they were super excited that he came back. So when he came back, he was running things. He was actually not a a very good person. I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that he did in a second. But so on November 4th, 1979, so he came back in February. This is 9 months later. On the 15th anniversary of his exile, students of the revolution stormed the U.S. embassy in Tehran and took the staff hostage. They took 90 hostages. They were enraged that the Shah, who had escaped, who didn't want the fundamentalist Islamic.
Oh, there's that word again.
It's making my mouth water.
Oh, why?
I don't know. Islamic.
It's not butter.
Okay.
Oh, I upset Reggie.
You did. He doesn't like it that you're mocking me.
He's salivating too.
He probably is. Okay, so they were mad that the Shah was receiving medical care in the U.S. And so this was why they were retaliating. Okay, I lost my spot. They threatened to murder the hostages if anyone attempted a rescue of the hostages in the embassy. They released all female and minority Americans. And nope, I think they just released all female and minorities. And then they said that the remaining 52 were left at the mercy of the Ayatollah for the next 14 months. And they determined that Ayatollah wanted the Shah to return to Iran. President Jimmy Carter was unable to resolve the crisis. And this is in the 90s, or 80s. April 24th, 1980, he ordered a rescue mission in which 8 U.S. military personnel were killed and no hostages were rescued. 3 months later, the Shah died of cancer in Egypt, but the crisis still continued. And then in November 1980 is when Carter lost the election to President Reagan. And President Reagan, the day of his inauguration, he was able to work out a deal. And the United States freed $3 billion in frozen Iranian assets and promised $5 billion more in financial aid. And then after that, the hostages, the same day after he was sworn in, the hostages were flown out of Iran and were sent home. 444 days. Okay. So to tell you more about what the Ayatollah did, in December of 79, the Iranian constitution was approved. He was their political and religious leader for life, the Ayatollah was. And under his rule, Iranian women were denied equal rights and required to wear a veil. Western culture was banned, and traditional Islamic law, I got it that time, and its often brutal punishments were reinstated.
And listen, you probably don't know the answer to this, but what was it before that? Like, did women not have to cover themselves?
They didn't have to. They had 70s equal rights, and no, did not have to wear a veil.
Okay.
I'm making that assumption.
Okay. I mean, that's what I would assume as well.
Yeah. So the Ayatollah actually died on June 3rd, 89. 2 million mourners attended his funeral. Gradually, democracy came back to Iran in the 1990s, and there was a free election in 97. I don't know the status of Iran right now, though. So, okay, moving on.
Okay, that was exciting.
Right. So I knew there was the Iranian hostage crisis. I think I always mix that up with what happened at the Olympics when they held hostages, Olympians, right?
Well, that was a lot later, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I always confuse the two. So now I have it. I know. Iranian hostage crisis. Olympics,
I don't think
totally
I confused the two. I don't think I ever gave it very much thought. I just knew there was a thing, and I never tried to place it in my mind in history.
Yeah. Okay, so this part, do you know who the Sex Pistols are?
Duh.
Okay, Sid Vicious on February 2nd, 1979, actually died of an overdose. So the thing about Sid Vicious, he had the look of the punk rocker, but he couldn't really perform. So there was times that they would unplug his equipment so they couldn't tell that he wasn't playing. but they just wanted his look so bad. Like he said that he used to walk around London with a swastika on his chest, a padlock keychain around his neck, and a gigantic chip on his shoulder.
A swastika? Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. So Sid met Nancy Spungen when they were on a tour, and they fell madly in love. They also started a really bad heroin addiction. And Nancy was stabbed in 1978 in their hotel room. Yes, I didn't know any of this. Sid was arrested and later released on bail, but then he went back to jail because he beat some man with a beer bottle. So, yes. So he made bail. He spent 7 weeks at Rikers, and he made bail on February 1st, 1979. He went to a party that night and overdosed on heroin. The medical examiner estimated that he was using 80% pure grade heroin.
So the day he got out?
The day he got out of Rikers, he went to a party.
See, prison does such a good job with rehabilitating people and changing their lives.
Yes, yes.
That's what we should do for everybody.
And it's Rikers. Like, I just hear bad stuff about Rikers. So oops, there's crumbs on my lap.
Now I'm salivating. Crumbs, Chick-fil-A crumbs. Yum.
Oops.
You're such a pig.
I didn't. You were watching me eat. You didn't see him fall?
It's crumbs. And I'm in Tennessee.
I'm in Tennessee. Oh, I didn't write the date. The Angel of Death, the Nazi doctor, died in 1979. I didn't write the date.
Not soon enough.
I agree. He died. So they actually didn't find out he died until 1985 when they did an autopsy because they were searching for him. And he was down in Brazil with another super cool Nazi, and they were hiding out. And then I don't remember who they were, but they went down.
Why is there so much Nazi stuff in this episode? Swastikas and Nazis.
Well, this guy died. The Angel of Death died. So the Angel of Death, Joseph Mengele. I don't care if I mispronounce that. He was horrible. He supervised the selection of the Auschwitz prisoners by shouting either left or right, determining if they would go to labor or to immediate extermination. It was him. He also ordered others to inject thousands of inmates with everything from gas to chloroform to study the chemical effects. And he plucked out the eyes of corpses to study eye pigmentation. Yeah, he's a horrible, horrible man. He didn't get arrested after the war because he was working as a farm stableman in Bavaria. And then he moved to South America. He was a citizen of Paraguay. And then he moved to Brazil where he met up with that other Nazi dude.
Wait, so he didn't get arrested because they didn't know where he was, or because he's such a good guy being a farmer now?
I think because they must not have known where he was because he was working as a farmhand or whatever. So they heard forensic examiners, that's who was looking for him. They heard a guy died in 1985. They heard a guy died in 1979 from a stroke, and they used the dental records to find out that it was him that died. Later. Bye. Never come back again. This I found interesting. Major League Baseball. I do love my sports. March 9th, 1979, 26 Major League Baseball teams were ordered to let females into their locker rooms because Miss Melissa Ludke filed a lawsuit against the Major League Baseball for refusing access to the clubhouses at Yankee Stadium during the World Series.
Wait, so then women got to go in the locker rooms?
For the interviews, yes. Reporters. Reporters.
Okay.
Did I not say that part?
You didn't. I was like, okay. I don't know. Okay.
What is also cool is the judge who presided over the lawsuit was Constance Baker Motley. She was the first Black woman appointed as a federal judge.
Very cool.
Very, very cool. So, yes, it sounds like women get more equal rights. However, in 1990, there was a female, what's her name? Lisa Olson said that.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So are men allowed in women's locker rooms?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm very all for equal rights, but I feel like it's not equal if like women can go into the men's locker rooms, but the men can't go into women's. But I don't think that
I don't know if women's sports
that should happen.
I don't know if women's sports are doing locker room
Interviews.
Yeah.
Okay.
So okay, thanks.
Anytime.
So 1990, Lisa Olson said that New England Patriot players exposed themselves to her when she was trying to work. And after she said that, there was dozens of other reports. Yeah. And then we also know about pictures of things getting sent to reporters. And
as I'm wearing my Green Bay jacket.
Yeah. He was a Jet then. It's fine.
That's right. It doesn't happen when you're a Packer. I mean, did anyone think that wasn't going to happen? I mean, I imagine, honestly, that in the locker rooms, the dudes are just walking around naked anyway.
I've never been in a men's locker room. I have no idea.
Well, I know. I've been in an empty men's locker room.
Oh,
but,
well, yeah.
But I just imagine they're always naked. Any chance a guy can be naked, I feel like they take it. So,
and then they do like the circle dance.
Oh no, I was not gonna go there, but okay.
Okay, this part I put in for you because I thought it was super cute. And on April 7th, 1979, a year after his brother Bob pitched a no-hitter, Houston Astros pitcher Ken Forsch did his first no-hitter. So his brother did it, and then he did it. Yeah, isn't that cute?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
No, he's trying to do the little circle dance you were talking about, and he's hurting himself doing that.
And he can barely walk right now. It's all stiff. This is something else I found interesting. So in March of 1979, there is an art piece called The Dinner Party. Are you aware of this?
I am not. I was only 2.
This goes along with my feminist theme, I guess. It was opened at the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art. Ooh, I didn't put her name. I didn't put the artist's name. Oh, I'm horrible. Oops. So
it's probably in there somewhere, and you'll find it in like 5 minutes.
Judy Chicago's.
I knew it was in there.
That's a crazy.
This is typical Jessica. Oh, I didn't put it in there. Oh, here it is.
It didn't seem like that was her last name. Chicago. That's Judy Chicago's art. Yeah. Okay. So the dinner party, it is 39 ceremonial plaque settings for real and mythological women from history, which is super cool. The place settings are above a massive triangle-shaped table. So it had her standing in front of it, and it was like this, and then the placemats went like that. Yeah. The floor of it was inscribed with the names of 998 real and mythical women. I already said that. And overall, the artwork honors 1,038 women from Egyptian Queen Hatshepsut and Eleanor of Aquitaine, Emily Dickinson, Susan B. Anthony. Each place has an embroidered runner. So she actually put, it's not vulgar, but like women's body parts on it. Like I think it's vaginas. I think she put vaginas on it. It was
everybody likes vaginas.
And all men are naked.
Oh dear. We're going to have to mark this episode as explicit.
So a lot of people, especially in 79, they thought it was vulgar. And they threatened to take...
Whatever. The hippies were all naked all the time. Everybody's naked.
In Ingrid's world, everyone is naked.
I mean, I was too. I probably was also naked.
You probably were. So there's a lot of criticism over it because of all the genitalia being, it was vulgar. However, there are two exceptions to the non-vulgarness going on. Sacagawea did not have any vulgar imagery. It's not vulgar, did not have any vaginas. And then Sojourner Truth also did not have any genitalia.
So,
if you'd like to,
yeah, go ahead.
If you would like to see it, it's at the Brooklyn Museum in New York City. Oh, on March 23rd. Oh. On March 23rd.
I turned 2.
2007. They moved it to the Brooklyn Museum.
Oh.
What are you going to say?
I was not 2.
No, you were not. 22?
1997?
No.
1997?
Stop saying 97 now. 2007.
Oh, 2007. I was not 22. Where did you get that number from? You weren't 22 either. Where? It's like you don't even know me.
It's like I don't even know math.
Nope.
Oh, goodness. Did you have a question?
Probably, but now it's gone.
Okay. The 3 Mile Island nuclear tragedy also happened in 1977. The only people that were exposed to the radiation was the workers, and it caused mass panic because it was down the river or up the river, down the river.
And a van down by the river.
It was by Hattiesburg. Was it Hattiesburg? I might be making stuff up.
That's what we do.
Harrisburg. It was near Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And 100,000 people fled. But so I didn't know this. Jimmy Carter, he was a trained nuclear engineer.
That dude.
I know. So he went to the facility to go check it out. And he's like, no, I think it's okay. And there's a hydrogen bubble that they thought would pop. And they realized it's not going to pop. And it slowly went down. Yeah.
So he was right.
He was.
Okay.
Yeah. So the quote, "May the fourth be with you." I was so excited to hear this started in 1979. Margaret Thatcher, it started in Britain, and I don't think it was related to Star Wars, but it was like the first time it was used.
Well, it should be.
Well, I think it was eventually. Like the next time I saw it reference to Star Wars in like the 86s. I almost said that in 86.
That's a team.
But it is 76ers.
Oh. Whoops. I love how you jumped right in and agreed with me too.
It took me a second.
No.
Yeah, the 86ers play out of Hattiesburg in Pennsylvania.
Into when they were 22 years old. What's happening?
Oh, gosh. I know, Margaret Thatcher, she was the leader of the Conservative Party in Britain. She becomes Britain's first female prime minister on May 4th, 1979. So the Conservative Party...
in my head, Margaret Thatcher on a cold day. Margaret Thatcher Margaret Thatcher naked on a cold day. She's naked too.
Oh my! That is your theme of this episode. But what was super cute is that the Conservatives purchased a half-page advertisement of the London Evening News, and it said, "Dear Maggie, may the fourth be with you, your party workers." So, isn't that cute?
Why is he so upset with this episode?
Because he can't hear very well, but when I laugh, he can hear that.
Does he think you're being attacked?
No.
Is he laughing with you?
No, he just hears a noise. And I think because he doesn't really hear noises often that he thinks he should bark at it.
Okay.
Ugh. The milk carton, the kids on milk cartons.
What is that again? Is that exactly how you wrote it down?
No.
What did you actually write down?
I wrote milk carton.
My hands are sweating.
At least it's not your feet this time.
I know. Why are they sweating?
I don't know. Oh gosh.
Oh.
Hey, he can't even hear. You can't hear me to tell him to stop. I'm sorry. Oh wait, May 25th, 1979. The little boy that started the milk carton, Etan Patz, he disappeared on May 25th. And his killer was eventually found in 2017. But he was the first non-celebrity child that got national awareness. And then we have children on milk cartons now.
I didn't think they cared about us missing until in the late 80s.
Well, it's funny that you say that. Because it was in the early 80s that his face went on the milk cartons. So he disappeared in 79. I'm sorry. And President Reagan declared May 25th, the day that he disappeared, National Missing Children's Day in 1983. And then his disappearance also played a role in the founding of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I swatted his tail. All right, I'm almost done. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're only in May.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in June now. June 7th, 1979, Juneteenth is declared the state holiday in Texas.
Back in 79.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. John Wayne died on June 11th, 1979.
Oh, Grandma loved him.
Do you know his original name was Marion Morrison? I
did not. How did he get John Wayne?
Oh, oops. Nope. I don't.
So was that somebody else?
No, I don't know. I went to scroll in my Target pop up. I went to Target. Sorry. Oh, so he did his first acting jobs. His name was Duke Morrison, though, and it was a childhood nickname from his favorite pet dog, Duke.
Oh, is that why he's called the Duke?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I got really excited about this one.
You did. I thought you were joking.
No. July 1st, 1979, the start of the Walkman was created. So like all the parts existed, but like they used them to record. Reporters used them to record stuff instead of just playback. So one of the Sony guys had to fly overseas all the time and he wanted to listen to music. So he asked his people to create something. So it was like this big box. It was huge. It was not what we know the Walkman as. And he loved it. The batteries died.
Some people actually may not know what the Walkman is now.
Oh. So a Walkman, you put in a tape cassette and you listen to whatever is on the cassette.
Cassette tape.
Cassette tape.
You said tape cassette.
And a cassette tape, if you don't know what that is, Google it.
There you go.
It was giant, and then they made it smaller, and he thought it was just going to be amazing. So they made a whole bunch of them, and they were selling them. This was in Japan, like it first got sold in Japan, and they were selling it for 30,000 yen, which was about $150 in 1979. Yes, for a Walkman.
That's a lot of money.
Exactly. So they only sold 3,000 in like the first month or by July. And so they gave they went on the streets and they gave people a chance to listen to the Walkman on the streets. And that's what started the, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And that's history.
And just think of that crappy quality music that was playing too, but it was probably just awesome. I mean, I thought it was awesome when I had a Walkman.
Yes, absolutely. It was so cool. I had a Walkman, I think still in high school. I remember listening to mixtapes on a bus somewhere.
I made a mixtape for my college roommates.
Did you ever listen to Booty Mix 96? Boom, I got your boyfriend.
Okay, stop.
All right, sorry. Okay. The death of disco also happened on May 2nd, 1979. I don't know how we went from June to May.
That didn't last very long.
So there was a DJ that lost his... Did he lose his job? I think disco overtook it and he moved to a different radio station and he just was not a fan of disco. So the Detroit Tigers were playing the Chicago White Sox and they decided to have a...
And the 86ers stadium.
Of course it was. So they declared July 12th disco demolition and they were just going to put a bunch of disco records into a giant garbage thing. You know what they're called? The giant garbage things?
I didn't know what it was.
A dumpster. I actually have it written down.
Hope you shouted that into everyone's ears.
I'm sorry. Okay, so they decided to sell the tickets for like 98 cents, and they expected maybe about 4,000 people. Or they expected 5,000, but 40,000 people showed up, and the crowds like just went crazy. There was people stormed the field. They're shimmying up the foul line poles. They're tearing up the grass and lighting vinyl bonfires on the diamond. And then one of the things they didn't take into consideration is when they blew up the dumpster, the shrapnel from the records. Boom. Yeah. So the game was canceled. It was too dangerous for it to play. And the Detroit Tigers were awarded a win by forfeit. But that was the death of disco.
That's crazy. The Bee Gees survived, though.
Of course. There was also racial tension, of course, in the 70s. There was a Death to the Klan rally in Greensboro, North Carolina, where...
Is there not racial tension now?
There's always is. But these, the Ku Klux Klan killed... They killed some of the demonstrators. They killed 5 of the demonstrators and several were wounded. In 1980, the Klan and Nazi members, 6 of them, were put on trial for murder and rioting. They were acquitted on all charges because they fired on the demonstrators in self-defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the demonstrators were kicking the cars of the Ku Klux Klan and Nazi members when they tried to drive through their demonstration.
Yes.
So that's cool.
Kicking should be met with guns.
Oh, of course. Kicking a car? Shoot them.
Why are Nazis back in this episode?
I don't know. I have 3 more things, technically. The NBA. So Daryl Dawkins broke the first NBA backboard on November 13th in 1979. I thought that was kind of cool. Shattering the glass backboard. Yeah, that was the first time. And then I remember hearing about this. I think there was a podcast on it. But in December 3rd, 1979, there was a Who concert in Cincinnati. And it was called Festival Seating, where I think it's like almost like first come, first serve. And the concert started at 8. They didn't open the doors. They opened one, like people were just piling up and the police were there. There was no security from the arena and the police saw what was happening. They're like, you need to open these doors. Like these people are going insane. Like you have to open these doors and let them in. And the venue people are like, no, we're not going to do it.
I know this story.
Yes. And so by the time they did, like people rushed and trampled over others. 11 were concert goers were laying on the ground and they died from asphyxiation.
I remember that story.
Okay. December 9th, 1979. Scientists declare smallpox has been eradicated.
Vaccinations work. What?
Mm-hmm. December 17th, 1979. A little half-white, half-Filipina girl is born to a Filipina immigrant and a U.S. sailor. The end.
And the world will never be the same.
In a good way. In a good way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was kind of long.
There's a lot of interjections in there.
Well, and there was actually more stuff that I found interesting from that year, but I'm like,
Okay.
no one else wants to know that.
Let's do these. Are you going to start?
Sure. Be vulgar. Be a vulgar piece of art.
What?
I don't know.
Okay. Be with you, May the 4th.
Ah.
I'm trying to make it sound Yoda-ish, right? Not bad. Okay.
Oh, this one's easy. Don't be a Nazi.
Don't be naked.
See, it's my laugh. It is.
No,
my laugh.
I think it's naked. He barks every time we talk about naked.
Maybe it's because I laugh every time you talk about naked.
He's a little bit of a prude.
You might be.
Perhaps. Okay, well, thank you, Jessica, for 1979.
1979.
Did I say that?
Yep. I'm just repeating it for some reason.
And thank everyone for listening. Hopefully you made it halfway through. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
If you would like to reach out to us or submit your situation, please contact us at anothersituationpodcast@gmail.com or find us on Instagram at Another Situation Podcast. We're also on Facebook at Another Situation.
Another Situation is produced and edited by Point 5 Pinoy. Music is written and performed by Tim Crow.